Minecraft is a really good-looking game until you introduce YouTubers to the mix. For one reason or another, they mess with the terrain as they please for their own selfish projects. I mean, the Outcast server has not been in a worse state. Everywhere is riddled with random blocks, griefed builds, ugly farms, remains of old projects, mushrooms, and mycelium, but most notably, Skulk. Hundreds of thousands of Skulk. And it's all my fault. So to make things right, I'm cleaning up Spawn and restoring all of it back to its former glory. To begin, I'm constructing a massive wall that encloses all of the Outcast spawn, and everything within the wall is going to be fully restored. Spruce planks are now my most placed block. When you look at the land that's inside the wall, naturally, the first grief I should remove is the skull. I mean, it covers half of Spawn, but the member behind it has stopped me every time I've tried. He loves Skulk way too much. I'm going to need a really good plan before I can even think about breaking it. To work up to this, I'm fixing everything else first, starting with the mushrooms and mycelium. Now, the reason the center of Spawn looks like a mushroom island is because of a member named Estella. I'm not gonna get into details, but she was on trial to be imprisoned over in an actual, like, dream SMP high security prison.
Come through here, I press the button, it sends the thing back, and also opens my side, that side. You go through the door.
I originally wanted to keep my operation a secret, but I'm the reason why the members, including Estella, destroyed Spawn in the first place. 2 months ago, I was the first person to grief Spawn, placing 1,000 sheep statues. This started the Spawn saga, a fight to see which member could cause the most destruction with what they love. My sheep, mushrooms, the skull. I felt really bad, so we worked together to clear her name. After 2 hours of work, we had turned half of the mycelium back into grass. It was not very fun, but we were making progress. Now, I was ready to grind for another 2 hours to get it done, but Estella... Stop. No. She decided to rope in 2 other members to speed up the process. Estella is not a part of the briefing to invite more people.
Listen, dog, I don't want to... Shut up.
That is a high-risk situation, Estella. This was bad. My cover could be blown to the entire server. Either one of these members could be working with Miles, ready to strike against the actions I'm taking. I mean, one of them literally helped Estella place the mycelium and mushrooms to begin with. Well, this is the end. They were probably already thinking of ways to stop my operation.
Ryan, have you ever been in a dumpster on New Year's Eve? That's what Spawn looked like.
So it's not just me who thinks Spawn is the most ugly thing ever created. Now I know the only person who supports Spawn being griefed is Miles, Mr. Skulk Lover. With the help of Wookie and Cyan, we went on to clear all of the mycelium.
Let's go.
Are we done?
It's all done.
After 3 long hours, Spawn is grass again, or at least the center of it.
Now, we just gotta do this. Yeah.
The center of Spawn, for the first time in weeks, was green. But in the grand scheme of things, this was a measly 10% of the entire circle. I still have to remove the sheep statues that started this whole mess, find a way to remove all of the skulls, fix the world's ugliest beef mega build, random string What I have transformed is not even fully fixed either. I can't just leave this area as... a field. So it's time to begin step 2 of the restoration process. Not only am I fixing all of the destruction, I'm building new things to improve Spawn even more. But I'm going to need a lot of materials. I hope you enjoyed my epic and inspiring montage. Now, with the mycelium destroyed, there are 3 things that I want to add to the center of Spawn for everyone to enjoy. First being pathways everywhere. But these look pretty bad, to be honest. To fix this, I'm adding coarse dirt, rooted dirt, and gravel to add a nicer texture. The second thing that Spawn needs is light. There are mobs everywhere, putting Spawn in danger. The first thing I'm building to combat this is lampposts. With all of the pathways now lit up. This looks so cool. But there's still mobs, oh my god. There's still mobs in between the pathways. Finally, I want to build a community area for people to hang out. And this nice lush pond area will work great, but there's an even better option. For as long as I can remember, this row of brown mushrooms has existed at spawn, serving as a place for members to hang out and jump on, or even to meet for entire events. So I'm rebuilding the mushroom park, but like a million times better. There we go, baby playground, except for fully grown adult. With everything I wanted to build in center spawn complete, I can finally revegetate the land, adding back trees for the first time in months. After an entire day, the damage of the mycelium was undone. Yeah, there's still so much left to do. But I didn't really mind at this point because I had just received really good news. See, before I even began restoring spawn, me and my teammate Wenzo brainstormed ways to destroy Miles' skulk. Removing it once and for all would be the only way to keep spawn restored. But we couldn't do it alone. Hundreds of thousands of skulk covered spawn. I mean, it would take days for the two of us to break it. So, Wenzo spent the past day interviewing people and building a team. And while he distracts Miles, I will lead everyone into spawn to destroy the skull. With this plan in motion, it was only a matter of time before Miles was finally defeated. Not on the server, though, but in our sub-race to 500,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. Okay, it was only a matter of time before Miles' skulk was eradicated from the server for good. So, in the meantime, I'm pressing forward with restoring everything in the right side of spawn. Starting with my sheep statues. And I don't want to see any comments about me hating Meep. It's not like that. I still want to immortalize him on the server, as well as the other griefs done to spawn, to remember never to go back. Luckily, the mycelium and skulk is already taken care of, with Estelina's base and Miles' warden statue respective. To remember Meep, I'm building a giant sheep statue. And to make it even better, I designed a custom wool farm for every color. Now I just need to get a bunch of sheep from all the way out here. Just a little heist. Yeah. Yes. And just like that, the ultimate sheep farm is now complete. Meep's legacy can live on at spawn in the form of something actually useful. I'm very happy with the design I came up with because it is so cute. With this built and a sugarcane farm already here, I want to turn this lower corner of spawn into the farm district. Now, we do have a lot of farms outside of spawn, but members have recently been needing both cactus and wheat. So I built a giant grass block next to the giant sheep. Inside the block is a huge automatic cactus farm, and surrounding it is a lot of wheat. With the addition of pathways and lighting, the farm district is now in place, and other than the skulk, this lower quadrant of spawn is fully restored. If you're an Outcast member watching this, feel free to build a farm if you want. It was at this point that Wenzo showed me what he was working on. A house made of every block in Minecraft. A distraction to keep Miles away from spawn long enough to break the skull. It looks like an industrial storage room if you look at it from this side, and then you just come over here.
It looks like a bunker. We're making pretty good progress. I mean, we've got a few days until we're actually pulling off the final plan. I need to be done by the time it rolls around, or else, we're screwed.
Yep. Now, the final event to remove the skulk was in 2 days' time. It was the soonest day that everyone on the server would be available. Yes, every single person on the server is against Miles. So I've heard through the grapevine that you're doing something with Miles' house.
I do be doing that.
And I know you need a lot of skulk. Now, I might be able to get you the skulk you need from the very blocks that Miles put in spawn. Yippee! One of the members even had plans to take Miles' skulk and build him a new base with it to keep him happy. But now, in the next 2 days, I also had to get 15 Silk Touch hose and prepare to move Miles' current house out of spawn. Restoring everything else in time was going to be really difficult. That is until I thought of a really good idea. See, I still have to fix these 2 quadrants of spawn. To speed up this process, I'm introducing unpaid labor. Sort of. There's power in numbers, especially when it comes to building. So I'm hosting a server-wide event. Every member can build whatever minigame they want, and together we will create the brand new Outcasts theme park. Yeah! Woo! Guys, this is gonna be so awesome. And just like that, Connect 4 in Minecraft. This area looks somehow even cooler than I was expecting. You can play Connect 4, Tic-Tac-Toe, Russian Roulette, a Totem Popper, Archery, yes! Football, yes! Lifeboat Racing, and...
Nothing.
I couldn't make it! The world's most advanced game of all time.
Flick the lever, and that turns this row of redstone on, and then it shifts the redstone block over to here. Powers this little area, moves this dirt, and when there's 5 dirt in here, it moves the redstone block. Depending on the item.
With the first of 2 quadrants now taken care of, all I had left to fix was, still a lot. This final quadrant of Spawn has 3 big things that need to be restored. Multiple ugly farms, reefed bases, and everything else. We remove Miles's skulk tomorrow. Let's begin step 1, making the farms actually look good. Okay, that's the chicken farm fix, but that's the least of my worries. This bee farm has been at Spawn for close to 3 months, and it is possibly the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay, this looks actually so sick as well. I'm so happy with the design because I actually custom made it to fit perfectly over the farm. That area looks so cool. Now, I also need to fix the redstone so that the farm still works from the outside. Input and output works, and you can turn the farm on and off. Let's go. The final farms to fix up are all in Wenzo's backyard for some reason. I mean, this one's like the most recent. This one's been here for like 2 months, and that one has literally been there since like week 2 of the server. Now, I was given permission to break the mud farm, but these 2 need to be saved. The string duper is the fastest possible way to get string, and it should fit perfectly in the head of the sheep statue I built earlier. And I actually managed to build a working double-decker one. Now, this wool farm can also technically produce white wool. As for the concrete solidifier, this thing has been here forever. It's so old, in fact, that you can see it in the first video ever made on this server. So instead of moving it, I'm turning it into a proper build. Being a small replica of Wenzo's house, this is actually the funniest thing of all time. With the farms complete, it's time for step 2, restoring the griefed bases at spawn. And my own house was subjected to this. For some reason, someone turned the blue ring in my hat orange, but that's nothing in comparison to Aeon's base that got blown up. If you can believe it, this looks a lot better when it's not in pieces. And by the way, that was not blown up. Aeon just hasn't finished yet, I promise. Please believe me, please. The last base I want to restore is Bacon Waffle's treehouse. Now, I know the only grief is the drip leaves that someone put everywhere. Get out of here. But for some reason, he put his base all the way out at the edge of spawn, away from everything. And since this area is now officially the farm district, I'm moving his entire house to the center of spawn. All of the bases have been restored. Now, I just have to do step 3. The random stuff that didn't fit into a category. This chest, gone. This yellow sheep, double gone. This pile of anvils, now one big anvil. Because this bozo won't let me remove them. Why does she like anvils so much? What is even going on?
So anyways, Wyver's gonna hop in a minecart. I'm gonna send him off. And now, all you guys gotta do is, it's just like a shooting range. Now, Wyver's also allowed to shoot back. That's the fun part with this archer.
Oh,
it's whoever dies first. I love how Wyver...
I suck at this.
Oh, come on, Raz.
Wait, go, guys, go. The plan was underway. We were all pretending to play in the theme park. And now that Wenzo was leading Miles out of spawn in the world's slowest way possible.
I've been working on something for you, Miles.
It's a shipwreck. Oh, I was wanting one of these.
Anyways, it was time to destroy all of the skull.
What's he gonna do if he shows up and sees us doing
He kind of just has to watch that part. To top off this final restoration, I was tasked with moving Miles's base from the center of spawn all the way out to the edge. The Outcast server will finally look good again, and he won't even be able to see it. He'll be outcasted, if you will. see what I did there?
Wait, my base.
Oh,
Where's my base
what?
gone? And the Wenzo.
Miles, your reign of terror has come to an end.
And after some final touch-ups to everything, the Outcasts has officially been restored.